Well, good morning, Kennedy Dragon families, and welcome to something that we've never done before, and uh, not really sure what we're doing with this 2 week off for the COVID virus. This is new, and we're going to try and do things for you. I'm going to try to come to you guys once or twice a day through Facebook, and just kind of give some suggestions and kind of tell you where we are and reminders of what you can do if you have questions and if you need food or those kind of things. So, and give you some suggestions on how to structure your day and how to make sure that we're doing everything we need to do to stay on top of our education. This is going to be a crazy time because teachers have never done this before, students have never done this before, moms and dads have never done this before, and we want to make sure that we don't fall behind. So it's important that we work together. So I've asked our teachers to send emails out to you guys on a daily basis, or through Remind or texting. So if you have not gotten in touch with your teacher, or if you haven't signed up for Remind or getting emails through the school year all this year, make sure that you do that. You can email the teachers directly. If you don't know the teacher's email, you can call the school directly. I'm going to be here from 9 to 2 or 9 to 3 for the next couple of days. So you can call the school and we'll hook you up with that teacher and make sure that you have a way to communicate it, because I've asked our teachers to send you something each day and make sure that you have activities for your child to do through this. We always have Study Island, Exact Path, those kind of things. We'll talk about those a little bit more as the weeks go on. But I just want to make sure that you guys are going to be, I'm going to try and keep in touch with you guys through videos on our Facebook page and Twitter, but also too just kind of touch base with you guys, because you know what, without you guys being here, kind of lonely. So I want to make sure that we keep in touch. But a couple things I want you guys to know: if you have any questions about the coronavirus and what Barrow County is doing, the best place to go is our website. Our website is awesome. The county website's awesome. It's set up to give you updates of things. It's also resources in there that you can do with your kids, because we don't have any set e-class learning like some of the other counties do. We have put activities on there for you, and your teachers are going to be sending you additional ones for you to do, just to make sure you keep up with your child's education. But if you have any questions about the coronavirus and updates that you want to hear specifically of what Barrow County is doing, go to our webpage, which is, and I'm going to put it underneath here for you guys, www.barrow.k12.ga.us/updates. So that's a great one for you to go to. It also talks about, on there, it also shows you what times you guys can get meals if you want, if you need breakfast or lunch. Barrow County is providing breakfast and lunch for all kids under the age of 18. You can go to Appalachia High School from 9 to I think it is 9 to 2. Go through it. It's drive-through only, and they will only give meals to kids 18 and under, if they're in the car. So you got to make sure they're in the car, but you go through there. There's going to be no entry to the school. It's just going to be a drive up. You guys get your meals and you guys can go. So it's going to be a low. You're still going to have that social distancing that we need to practice, and you don't have to worry about that. But every kid in Barrow County, 18 and under, as long as they're in the car, will get a meal. So you guys have that, but just know that there's no going to be any sitting down doing that. It's just a get it and go. So you guys can be doing that. So that's a great thing of what Barrow's doing. And you wouldn't know about that unless you went to our website, because there are updates on that. And if things change or things like that happen, that's the best place to go. You can also call the school, 770-867-3182. We're going to be here from 9 to 3 for the next 2 days, and then I think I'm going to give you my cell number a little bit later if you need that, if you need to call me and talk to me a little bit personally. Also, too, medicine. If your child has medicine that's at the school and you need it, today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday today, between 9 and 2, you guys can come and pick that up. we'll be here. There'll be someone here for you to pick up that medicine, but you have to come in person to do that, and we'll count it all out and make sure everything's good. So if you have medicine, you can do that. Couple things as far as today. The first thing I'm going to do today is just talk to you about structure in your day. Moms and dads, you gotta structure. I have two 17-year-olds, and I'm trying to figure this out on my own. And there's no right way to do it. There's no wrong way to do it, but you gotta have some structure. So I'm gonna put something on the screen. If you moms, dads, you have to work and your kids are by themselves, or with older kids, you can have them be in charge of it, but you got to make it work for your family. But you know what? Here's a little schedule that someone had sent. You probably, if you've been on Facebook, you've probably seen a million of these. Like I said, you can adjust this in here, but I would make sure that you have a good wake-up time. Don't let them sleep all day. In the morning, first thing you do, go out and do some exercise. Walk around the neighborhood. Remember, practice that social distancing. Try to keep yourself 6 feet away. That's about 2 arms lengths away. If you see any other friends, go and take a walk. Then have some academic time. After you eat breakfast and do your morning walk, take some academic time. Good time. What I would do is have some time to where I read a certain hour of the day, or look at books a certain hour of the day. Then have some creative time. Play Legos, do puzzles, draw, paint. If you have some chalk, do some chalk art outside. Do something creative. If you play music, go out there and play music. If you don't have a guitar or piano or something like that, make up some things, drums or whatever you can, but have some music, some creative time for an hour. No electronics during that time. Don't be on the TV. Don't be on your tablet or your phone. Put the electronics away. Put them away for an hour or two when you're doing your academic time or your creative time. Eat lunch. Great time. Just eat lunch, enjoy. Then chores. Moms and dads, have these kids doing something. This would be a great time. This is what I had my boys doing, is we set aside a time where we wipe down our countertops and we make sure that our bathroom countertops and sinks and the kitchen sinks were wiped down, and make sure we wipe down the tables with some antibacterial and some disinfectant, and we do that. And then we make sure we wash our hands. Remember, when you're washing your hands, and I got my hand sanitizer here, remember you're doing it for 20 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds. It's a good thing if you just sing your ABC song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs, and my hands are as clean as can be. No coronavirus. There you go. That's the way you can do it. And you can do it to any song. We've been doing it to our pledge the last couple weeks, just so we're practicing those hands. We've got to make sure that we're cleaning those hands. But having some time where you're cleaning up your house, cleaning up your room, making sure your bed's clean. So that's another thing you can do. Have some chore time each and every day. Have some chore time. Have some quiet time. This would be a time for you to read. I got a ton of books by my side. I got long chapter books. I got some short picture books. I got some fiction and nonfiction books. We've sent books home to you guys, so you should have books. The libraries are closed, so you can't go out and get a library, but we gave you books for Christmas. That's a good thing. Mayan is always available for you guys through Clever, so you can do that. And I'm going to share some other sites that you guys can go to as you go through that as well. But have some quiet time, just reading. Maybe take a nap. It's fine too. Take a nap. This would be a good time to do some puzzles. Just quiet time. This should be by yourself. All right, then some more academic time. If you do reading in the morning, reading and writing in the morning, do some math and some science in the afternoon. This would be a good time if you need to have electronics. This would be a good time to do Study Island if you have Study Island, or our first and second graders have Exact Path. This would be a good time to do that. Make sure you're doing the lessons. Don't just do the fun time and the games. Get on there and practice those things. Also, too, your teachers are going to be sending activities for you to do. This would be a good time to do those activities as well. After you get some academic time in the afternoon, get outside. You know what? You can go outside, play basketball out inside. Still try to keep that social distancing, that 12 feet. Go for a walk. We're going to try and put some activities you can do, some challenges, some physical challenges for you guys to do. We'll be putting that on there on our website and our Facebook page. But get out there, do some. If you have a bike, ride a bike. Be safe. Then have dinner. Have dinner as a family. Enjoy that time together. After dinner, make sure you're cleaning everything up. Make sure that you wash your hands before you have dinner, and make sure you do that. Make sure you're keeping all that set time. And then at night, have some free TV time. Spend some time on the TV, watching a movie as a family. I know it seems like Netflix and Disney Plus is kind of putting some things out there. Maybe you guys can watch something like that if you have it. Have a set bedtime. Moms and dads, don't get too far off, because we don't have going to the school every day. Don't let them stay up all night. Keep your bedtimes as normal as you can. You can go a little bit later if you want to, but don't let them spend all night, spending every night up there, staying up all night long. Definitely limit the electronics that you have with them, but go ahead and do that. But you got to have a structure for your day. And there's no right way and there's no wrong way to do it, but you got to set some time every day where they're not with electronics. Set some time where they are focused on academics, whether it's reading and writing, and then have other times where it's math and science and social studies. Make sure you're setting that time out. It needs to be at least an hour and a half in the morning, hour and a half in the afternoon. Like I said, your teachers are going to be sending stuff home to you, suggestions that you can do. We're going to be providing some more resources for you as well, but you guys can get on there and watch those things and do that. But having them just play video games and having them don't do anything at all, that's one of the worst things that we can do. That's the one way we can do it wrong. So make sure that you are keeping them engaged with something. And I know some of you guys it's going to be hard because some parents are going to be at work the whole time and you're going to monitor this. So it's really the time that you are there. Make sure you're monitoring that reading and writing. Make sure that you're modeling that science and that math and time as well. Like I said, your teachers will be sending stuff. I would make sure that you go through it sometime during the day and check it, but have them do it. Have them get some time outside, some exercise, moving around. Have some time in the afternoon where they're moving around, playing games, those kind of things. It's okay for them to be on their computers and playing video games a little bit, but we don't want it to happen all day long, for that entire day. We want you engaged in that and stuff that is creative and stimulates their brain as they go through their day. Because we are going to be, Barrow County for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be out, and we're going to need your guys' help because we're going to come back. We're going to be back in school, and we're going to have things right like we normally do. There'll be milestone testing, and there'll be end of the year testing, that kind of stuff. And we want to make sure we're not losing all our momentum that we've built up this year with the hard work that our teachers and our kids have been doing. We can't just let them slide and think of this as a 2-week vacation. This is not a 2-week vacation. This is a 2 weeks of being out of a school, but we need to be engaged with some kind of learning. And that's why I've asked our teachers to make sure they're sending stuff to you on a daily basis. I told them that they probably need to be calling and checking on you guys as well. So that's going to, you can look on our Facebook page. A couple times during the day, I'll be on there kind of giving you some suggestions of what you can do. I'll do a reading one in the morning, probably something in the math in the afternoon, and maybe a physical challenge for you guys. But this is what we're just going to do. This is a new uncharted place for us. We're not really 100% sure how to do this the right way, and we're not really sure there is a right way to do this. We're just going to do our best, but we got to be working together and understand that this is about keeping our kids safe. It's about keeping our community safe. This is about keeping our family members safe and going from there. But that's where we are now, and we just need to work this together. I'm going to be here for you. You can always reach me on my email, school phone, 770-867-3182. I might have some time for if you guys want to FaceTime in with me during the day. We can do that as well. If you just get bored and you want to see this ugly mug and go from there. But I love this school. I love Kennedy Elementary School. I love Barrow County Schools. I love your kids, and I love this community, and we're here for you to do the best that we can. We're trying to figure it out as we go along. You got to be patient with us and support us, and we're going to try to be patient with you guys and figure it out as we go along. But that's kind of our new normal for at least the next 2 weeks. But just a reminder, if you have questions about the coronavirus and what Barrow County is doing about it, the website's the best place. Also, too, if you need food, breakfast and lunch, any kid under the age 18 or under that is present in the car, you can go to Appalachia or Winder Barrow High School. And remember, just like people are hoarding toilet paper and all that kind of stuff, remember, just one, just do it. Just be thinking about everyone else. The reason why we're doing this is not out of fear and not out of panic, but we're doing it to be smart and to be safe and to really care for one another and our community and the people in that community. That's why we've made these decisions to do this in a different way. But we need to make sure that we are not taking advantage of it. We need to make sure that we're doing the right thing with that. So, like I said this morning, focus today is on where you can go for updates, where you can go if you need food, and providing a structure for your kids. You got to do that, and you guys got to set it for them. And it's going to look different for everyone. It's not going to be the same for everyone. We gave you a suggestion this morning. You're going to be able to do what you want to do with it, but make sure you have time where they're active. Make sure there's time where they're creative. Make sure there's time where they're doing something academic, especially reading, and especially writing, and especially math. Make sure you're doing that. And like I said, your teachers will be emailing you suggestions. I'll be putting some suggestions on our Facebook page as we go along. And if you have any questions, you can send me an email. You can send your teachers an email. If you are not on a reminder, if you are not on an email chain with your teacher, get in touch with them now so we can have that for you guys. But I think that's about it. Like I said, I love your guys' kids. I'm praying for them every day. I do it every day when I come in here in the morning right before we get started. I'm continuing to pray for them, for their safety and their health and our family safeties and our health. And I just hope you guys have a great day. This is day one. For the next 2 weeks, we'll be doing something like this. I hope it won't be this long every day. But we will put something together for you a couple times during the week just to keep us engaged, keep us connected, and if you have any questions, I'm available for you too. You guys have a great Monday. I love you guys very much.